Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from DBPOWER. This is their native 1080p smart projector, and the interesting thing about this one is this is officially licensed by Netflix. So of course you're going to get Netflix pre-installed with this. It's got its kind of own OS that includes Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, and its own app store as well. It does support Dolby Audio, so you'll be able to watch all of your streaming services without having to hook up anything external like a Fire Stick or Chromecast or anything else. We're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how it comes packed up once you get it out of the box. It comes in its own nice setup here with a case. And this case is great for taking it from place to place or just storing it when you're not using it. So it's nice that it is included. As you can see, you've got a pocket at the top here for extra accessories, and we do have our accessories here on the right hand side. You do have some straps to hold it down into place, and we'll take a look at the accessories and of course the main unit here in the initial unboxing. But I do like the fact that you do get a carriage/storage case with the G01 from DBPOWER. So let's get this out of its wrapping here, and we'll take a quick look around at our accessories, and then of course take a look at the main unit itself. Now this does have Netflix branding on it as well, as you notice from the front. It's the G01 Netflix projector from DBPOWER, and you do have this user manual. It's written in English. It's well laid out, shows you all of your ports, all of your button assignments, everything you should get in the box, your remote, and all of the things that the buttons do on the remote, and we'll get to that in just a few minutes. And you can display this in a 40-inch screen all the way up to a 200-inch screen for your viewing setup. So hold on to that just in case you need it. Now let's take a look at the accessories that come with the G01. We've got quite a few things here. Most are fairly standard. The remote is fairly unique, so we'll take a look at that. We do have our standard two-prong to two-prong power cord here, about 5 feet long, and this will supply power, of course, to the device itself. You do have a screw-in leveler that will screw into the bottom here so that you can get the exact angle that you need for your viewing space. You also get an HDMI cable, so if you do want to hook up something like a game console, a laptop, or something else, you can as well. You get a legacy AV cable here, which is a 3.5 to your video and your red and white audio cables for legacy devices. We also get a pretty nice remote control here, which I want to show you. This has all of your basic functional on it, but you're also going to see that you have a dedicated Netflix button, YouTube button, Prime Video button, and an open browser button, because there is a built-in browser with this as well. You've got your volume up, volume down, back, home button, menu button, your jog wheel, and select. It does take 2 AAA batteries that are not included, so just make sure that you do have some on hand. Now let's take a look at the main unit itself. Again, Netflix branding on here, Dolby Audio branding on this as well. Nice, a big lens here, native 1080p projector, supports 4K playback as well. And as if we take a look at the top, you're going to see that you have 2 wheels here at the top, and all of your function buttons directly on the unit, one for focus and one for Keystone up at the top. We also have on the right side, we've got our plug-in for our power, and on the back we do have an IR LED and our speaker. On the left hand side, we've got some venting here. We do have a headphone jack for either wired speakers or headphones, your AV jack for that legacy AV cable, 2 full-size USB ports, and we also have a full-size HDMI port for connections as well. Now on the bottom, you've got 4 nice feet here, and of course a spot for your leveler at the top here. And that pretty much does it for the unboxing of the DBPOWER Netflix licensed G01 home theater projector. Let's hook it up and check it out. Okay, so this has a kind of Android style TV OS built into it. You can see we've got Netflix, Prime Video, we do have a browser, we've got Plex, we do have a full app store. We also have, Netflix up and set up there kind of on the main screen. You can search or type a URL. You can go into your inputs here and switch your inputs. And then we have our settings here. If we go into setup, we've got our languages, and there are several different languages you can choose from. Your time setup, screensaver, a sleep timer, auto shutdown, USB auto upgrade, and you can check the internet to upgrade the firmware on this if you need to as well. You can also default factory settings in that menu. Now we also have our picture modes here. We've got standard user, high bright, vivid, kind of a sport mode here, and I want to kind of keep this on the setup standard mode for our test, just because I like to show you what it's like when it's out of the box. In audio, we can also adjust a few things like bass and treble, and you do have your sound style again with some built-in presets: user, standard, vivid, sport, movie, and so on. Now you do have digital output mode, and you can do PCM or auto, but you also see audio Dolby Digital and Dolby Digital Plus are going to be actually enabled here or selectable. So if you want that Dolby Digital, you can certainly enjoy that with this projector. Now it also has Bluetooth, so if you do want to output this to Bluetooth headphones or a pair of Bluetooth speakers, you can do that through the Bluetooth menu here. And of course, this has Wi-Fi as well, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I'm on my 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi here, super fast for streaming and no problems at all with this. You can even do a connection test to see how fast your network is. Now, if we go into projection here, it's going to show us whether to choose what mode of projection you're doing. If you're doing a wall, either a ceiling mount, a rear projection, front projection, and you can select the one that's appropriate. Now, if we go into Keystone, we have 4-point Keystone correction here. We can select the upper left-hand corner there. You see there's a little dot, and I can adjust this to fit whatever I am setting this up on, which is always a great option depending on your specific setup. So we're going to reset this, and we can go back in and we can check that we have a zoom function as well. So say you have a smaller space, you can zoom all the way down into 50%. So if you don't have a lot of wall space, you can definitely zoom this down if you need to. So that's also a welcome addition here, going from 100 to 50% on the zoom function. And in About, we've got our Netflix version info, license info, device name, and our device temperature. Now, of course, the forefront of this is Netflix, so we'll launch that real quick and show you what that's like. Real easy to get into Netflix here. You just have to sign in with your account and you're good to go. You notice your normal Netflix menu here, being able to just go through and not have to hook up anything external to enjoy things like Prime Video, Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu. All of them can be done through this particular projector and the App Store. We can also adjust our picture mode on the fly while we're in an app as well. And as you can see, YouTube is here. So if we want to use YouTube, we can do that as well. Not a big deal. So if you watch a lot of YouTube content, they've got you covered here with its built-in YouTube app. And again, being able to use the App Store to be able to update these apps will keep them updated so you don't have to worry about without running an older version. Prime Video works as well. I did test that in my testing, had no problems with this. Obviously, you will have to sign in with your Amazon account to get that going, but that works and is available already preloaded. Things like Plex and Open Browser are great if you do need to go check something on the internet and you want to do that. You've got Open Browser here, so you can pretty much just browse the net like you would on any PC or laptop or tablet. Taking a look at the App Store here, it's called NetRange. There's things like DocuBay, Plex, obviously we already have that, Radio Line, and there's a lot of different apps that we can download here. We do have a search function, and we also have your favorites. Then we've got children's apps, then we've got other things as well as sports apps are on here. We do have music apps, movie apps, so they have a wide range of apps that you can actually download and add to your setup. Now, of course, I want to play back a 4K file. This is just gaming Fortnite test file here. It's an MP4 in 4K to show you that it does play back 4K playback. So have a listen and a look and see what you think of the quality. Okay, so we'll pause it there, and what I want you to look at in this lighter scene is the corners of the image are nice and crisp. Something that I like to test on every projector that I review is do the corners get fuzzy or out of focus, and this one is nice and crystal clear on the corners. The audio did an excellent job at drowning out any fan noise, set at 75% audio. So with this built-in setup that you have here, this is a very nice home theater projector for obviously media consumption. Gaming would be fine if you wanted to hook up an Xbox or a PS5 or something like that. Overall, I think DBPOWER did a great job on this one. So there you go. That is my review of the DBPOWER native 1080p Netflix licensed smart projector. This is a great projector if you want to obviously watch TV shows and movies and don't want anything else but just the projector. You're not going to need a TV stick. You're not going to need an Apple TV. You're not going to need anything like that. It's all built right into the projector. The screen is excellent. It's crisp and clear at native 1080p. Does support 4K playback, and I had no problems with the colors as being accurate even on just the normal mode without any tweaking at all. And of course you can tweak those settings to get the image exactly how you want it. I also like the fact that this supports Dolby audio, which is excellent, and it will also be able to be upgraded to larger speakers if you want, say via Bluetooth or a wired connection. You can do that as well. You also have Dual-Band Wi-Fi on this, and overall I think DBPOWER has a winner here. It's just my opinion. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.